Does Kari Lake really love the people like we thought? True love is to make sure that you build people so that they can make good decisions. Virginia Constitution, Bill of Rights, text of Section 15, it teaches us the qualities necessary to preserve free government. It says that no free government nor blessings of liberty can be preserved to any people, but by a firm adherence to justice, moderation, temperance, frugality, and virtue, by frequent recurrence to fundamental principles. Guys, this means that we have to be able to teach the people and the government what the law is, the fundamentals, so that they won't destroy our nation. And by the recognition by all citizens that they have duties as well as rights. If we don't teach the people these duties, we cannot keep America. And that such rights cannot be enjoyed save in a society where law is respected and due process is observed. Right now, Trump is being destroyed, his money taken, because he's not receiving due process. And law is not respected because the people don't know how to fix the things that are wrong in law. Well, I'll tell you that our forefathers gave us the remedy to fix this situation. And it's not more campaign dollars. It's not more endorsements. It's not us following behind one or two men or women. But this is what they say, that free government rests, as does all progress. And that's what we're looking for in America today, progress, upon the broadest possible diffusion of knowledge. That means that we should be taking information and giving it out to people as quickly as possible. And if we know the truth, we should be giving it to our servants in order to keep our states free. And I want to ask you, does Kari Lake love the people as we once thought she did? Well, let's see for ourselves.
Sweetie, this guy has done more to make sure that we had a forensic audit.
Wait, so you're telling me the number 2 Republican in America, Kari Lake, knew how to get access to all the ballots because she knew the guy who took part in getting the audit of the 2020 election? Wow.
He was out there on the next day, November 4th.
On November 5th and 6th, Josh Barnett and Dave Jose start to implement the plan to empower the people by God.
If you want to stand up against the tyranny, we all have to take massive action, right? So I'm going to tell y'all, there has never been a time in history where even the number of people out here have done an affidavit at one time. Never happened, right? So there's like 50 of them down here, 50 for men, 50 for women. So y'all can have a field day, have a party. You know, you can stand up, but taking action with something that can be evidence is going to taking action with something that can be used as evidence in any court is more important than just protesting.
That's right.
Protest and then make them pay for what they're doing. These people are not being nice, right? They're trying to steal an election, and it ain't even about Donald Trump. It's about you.
What you are witnessing is David Jose teaching the people how to get an audit in Arizona. This is the true grassroots. David Jose builds an affidavit document done correctly that cannot be kicked out of court and shows the people how to do affidavits and in advance protect the people by using alternative measures outside of courts to get justice. This is what we use to win. We teach the people how to free themselves.
They don't want you to have rights. They want to make some more money off of you. They want to take away some more of your liberty.
Josh Barnett and David Jose knew that Arizona courts would likely block access to justice. So they gave people alternative methods that would stand outside of Arizona courts to get things moving.
You can actually set it up so you take them to an outside tribunal so you're not stuck in an Arizona state court.
He's done more to make sure that people could hold on to their businesses, because when the government tried to shut his down, he found a way around it and he helped more people. This is someone who will fight for us. Do you want to say a couple words?
Now, one thing that we have to notice is that Kari Lake ran her campaign telling about her connection to someone who saved thousands of jobs and hundreds of businesses. This means that Kari Lake understands and knows exactly how people got remedy, even when people were getting shut down by police that actually had weapons. She knows how to get victory. She knows she's connected to people and will tell when she's on campaigns. But when it comes to the people understanding how things work, it's not the same. Well, who was it that saved all these businesses? Who had the knowledge to put these things together?
Here in Arizona, they, shut down everything here, for those who don't know. And we were affected. We had to close down. It was very, very difficult. As a sole proprietor, as I am myself, we don't get paid if we don't work. So you have the same. Well, how was that for you?
Well, if I would have known you before, you would have never shut down.
Now we see Josh Barnett, the same gentleman with Kari Lake, speaking with such confidence, telling a woman if he would have known her when her business was shut down, it would have never happened. Guys, this is what real remedy and teaching the people is all about. But how'd he do it?
What they tried to pull that stuff with me, and Governor Ducey deemed my gym non-essential. And I always tell people I think I'm pretty essential. And my members think we're pretty essential. So my good friend David Jose, who Ron knows, David Jose is a constitutional genius. He's very good with it. And we kind of came up with this plan. Well, we're going to move your business into the private as a private association.
Notice that the business belongs to Josh Barnett, but Josh Barnett says we are going to move your business into the private. Well, Josh Barnett had the business, and David Jose is the one who instructed Josh Barnett to move the business into the private realm. This is law that has not been taught in America. But what it did was allow Kari Lake to be able to speak of the hundreds of businesses and the thousands of jobs saved because Josh Barnett asked David Jose to do this around America. Now, guys, you can see that Kari Lake knew how to get access to good information in order to win and get victory in law, no matter what government says. But the problem is that Kari Lake couldn't even get standing in her cases where she tried to fight for the 2022 election. What ended up happening is she called David Jose and she tried to get information for her own personal case, in which he gave her information, as you can see in the document in this text message. And then David Jose opened the door for Kari Lake to get standing in that case. The sad truth is that Kari Lake failed to use further information to help win for the people, which is shocking. But what's even worse is when David Jose asked Kari Lake to give information to the people to help them get victory and turn the nation around, she refused to do it. If you want to learn more information about what happened and see the real truth about Kari Lake, we will place it in a second video, part 2 of this series. So if we look here on November 25th, we see where Kari Lake said, "Let's chat when you have a minute. I am a bit busy today, so can we try to keep it to 10 minutes or so?" So she's limiting the amount of time that she uses to get information, even though she knows we win. I say, sure. She says, "I think Josh, the guy you saw in video, added you to a group trying to make a call with all three of us, but you keep hopping off." Now, this will correspond, as you see, missed calls at 3:09 p.m. and 3:10 p.m., which people know that I was on a live video and saw Kari Lake call. You can also see that I talked to Kari Lake and I sent her a document to show her how her attorneys almost seemed to purposely destroy her standing. I sent her a document to get standing, and you guys can see out of nowhere, out of all the Trump cases and Kari Lake cases, she immediately gets standing. So Kari Lake knows how to get victory. She knows how to shake the nation, but you'll be shocked at what Kari Lake and her attorneys have done ever since. And when it came to teaching the people, it did not happen. For the people of America, it's all about you and the nation being saved. And we got to stop allowing politicians to know the truth but not give it to the people, because the Bible tells us the truth shall make you free. Tune in for Volume 2.